So it's an early morning here at Deniki village along the Kokoda Trail. We're all up early preparing for the trek up to Isurava. And here is all the porters pulling down the tents and packing up, and we should be on the road soon to Isurava. So Isurava, here we come. And these are all our porters along the Kokoda Trail, just having breakfast and preparing for the next leg of the trek up to Isurava.
Special day, 24th April 2024. It's
All
a
right,
privilege to
before we
take
set
this
off
walk
this
up.
morning, gonna
Just want to encourage Papua New Guineans to take walk in your country, see your country.
And then we're going to have
Many
some
good sights to
singing
see
by the green
and
machine.
good connectivity
And
with the
then we
people.
have a church elder here.
Wake up in the morning with my eyes to the sky. Such a cloudy day, and I wonder, ooh, will I ever make it through? Will I ever get there? I get on my knees and pray, dear Lord, help me make it through. I ever dream, you ever dream, we ever dream. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna hold us back from keep on moving. We can see the shimmering lights of the city up yonder, and I know we almost home. I will keep on trusting God every day. It's the Alexandra butterfly of my life. Ooh, it's the skipping kangaroo that keeps on hoping on, and I keep on pressing on and on until I reach my home. I ever dream, you ever dream, we ever dream. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna hold us back from keep on moving. We can see the shimmering lights of the city up yonder, and I know we almost home. One more river to cross, one more mountain to climb, and one more night and I'll be home at last. I ever dream, you ever dream, we ever dream. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna hold us back from keep on moving. We can see the shimmering lights of the city up yonder, and I know we almost home.
Thank you, Lord, Allah protection blow you through the night. As we plow like disperse from this point, continue to walk. God, you continue to go before us, come after us. May your guidance be upon us, every one of us, as we take this walk. Guide us from harm and dangers. Protect us from harm and dangers. Lord, display day until afternoon, as we by reaching the other destination where Banita walk about, na Banita reaching. You go before us, come after us, protect us once again from harm and dangers. Keep us safe and lead us through your spirit. Accept our simple prayer. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
Still on the way to Isurava. And behind us, come on, the quarters.
Oro! Oro! Oro, 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 oro. Oro kaiwa, oro kaiwa.
Hello.
Oro means welcome.
Welcome.
Yep.
This is good.
Hello, Prime Minister's office. Kabalong Makinyo.
You can see the trekkers all ahead of me, walking towards Isurava. Australians and Papua New Guineans. Still going up and up and up.
We have 16 of 32 species up there in the mountain.
Which one's the koiri nut? Because you can eat those as well.
Which one? Okari? Okari? Yeah, it's not this one.
Not this one?
Sit up. This is really good. High energy stuff. High, if you were in the bush, I assume the soldiers would have eaten this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost on the top of PNG Mountain.
What an experience.
The beach where we, I know you came on the last trip, the beach that we were was...
When I addressed the Australian Parliament, we had a very high-level bilateral meeting. Both the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, who is the Defence Minister, the Treasurer, the Finance Minister, the Agriculture Minister, the Foreign Minister was in attendance. I've served as a Minister for 15 years. That's the highest ever sort of bilateral meeting we've had with Australia. With the senior ministers, with the Prime Minister in that meeting. One thing that came up, they're looking to recruit. They've asked me if possible for deeper exchange between our military and their military. I said possible, and I did point to them that we have many boys, because there's an indication that they need to recruit more soldiers, and not just soldiers but those who work in military industry. And I said Papua New Guineans are here to be picked up. So
these are all the trekkers. We're walking up to Isurava. Still a long, hard climb to go.
Oh, this is such a great honour to be walking with Prime Minister Marape here on the Kokoda Track, paying tribute to the extraordinary valour and sacrifice and courage that both people from Australia and Papua New Guinea, we of course were then one country in World War II. Today we're two countries, but we're two countries walking together. And Prime Minister Marape and I, this walk symbolises how close we are walking together to a shared future.
Good. Just a symbolic indication that two leadership are walking, indicating two people that must walk side by side. We both have our own national interest to protect, but there's also a space for shared interest, and so in that context, this symbolizes enduring relationship and continued friendship, but a partnership that must continue to be embraced hand in hand and going forward into the future. The Kokoda event, many Papuans do not really fully embrace. That birthed the concept of our national consciousness. When our folks back then, our youths, were assisting in the first Papuan, infantry battalion and we work teams, the Rabbal teams, we started to get the consciousness of who we are, what are we. And so about 20 years on, or 30 years on, we became independent. So to rewalk this on a special day, by the way, it's my birthday. I decided to walk on this birthday, just turning 53 now, just to reflect on myself. Am I doing enough for the country? Those who walked before us labored on and shouldered on for the country, including the founders of our country, Grand Chief Sir Michael Sumara and others. And I'm questioning myself as I walk through, am I doing enough? Am I doing more? Am I doing justice to this country? And self-reflection so that in the balance of public life I have in me and the life I have in me, I could continue on contributing to the best of my ability for the betterment of our country. So whilst this is our walk together, reflecting our closeness in our work, but our national interest is deep inside. When I met the Australian Prime Minister in the bilateral in Canberra, they did indicate possible recruitment of Papua New Guineans to work in the Australian defence industry, the Australian Defence Force. So more to come from these sort of engagements. It starts with personal ties, close bondness, working side by side. That's just an indication of our two people that should be walking side by side going forward.
So after brother, along the trail, we're up again and heading for Isurava. And we have these bees all over the trackers there. They're after the sweat. You can see all the bees.
On this trip.
So ahead of me is the long line of trackers heading towards Isurava. Yeah, it's a tough morning walk on a Wednesday. So after difficult walk, we're here at the Borogo Creek. I think I'm gonna have a wash here. Cool down. Difficult walk all morning. So we are leaving Isurava village now and heading up to the Isurava War Memorial. So this walk should take about an hour. Not as difficult as the climb up from Kokoda yesterday and today. Some members of the trekking party, they are heading up to Isurava. Okay. So we're on the final leg of our trek now towards the Isurava War Memorial. ahead of us are the Australian Prime Minister and the Papua New Guinea Prime Minister. And this is another mountain stream as we near the Isurava War Memorial. I'm not going to waste the time. And look, another mountain stream as we near Isurava.
Some spring water coming in.
Yeah, I'm told that this is the cleanest mountain water that you can find around. The mountain stream before we reach the Isurava War Memorial. I see it. Just a little bit and it's fast. Thank you. And here are the guys that are walking up the wooden bridge. And the last mountain stream before we reach the Isurava War Memorial.
Upside down. That's the area. That's the lotus school.
Yes.
Good job.
Ablo Andrea Muni. Honorable Andrea Muni.
But I want to appreciate Prime Minister's call for us to come up this time. He made the call, he made it happen in terms of picking the date, and I would just want to reflect to that Australians and Papuans must not take this lightly. He, as I said, interview earlier, he could have picked Chopper to land him here, retire this obligation to pay respect to the ANZAC event, and then walk down and if he wanted to do the easier sort of a leg of Kokoda. But he chose to walk the hard way up, and that's reflective of the inner man in him, his commitment, dedication to the cause, and his overview that Pacific as a family of nations should maintain respect to the past, especially those who paved the way for our democracy to be what it is today in terms of the Pacific Group of Nations and PNG included, having democracy, free market economy, respect of rule of law. And Australia is the biggest democracy in our part of the world, so to speak. And so for him picking this moment and reflecting on the past. What we are today is the construct of those who went before us. Today the journey up was hard. It's not easy, not a walk in the park, so to speak. For those who walked with us would have felt the odious task it was to just walk up. But what became evident was the help to each other. Not just him and me, but mostly those who worked with us, lended a hand when it needed the most. The carriers, the porters. Just for me, that was something that stood out in my mind. The porters were able to assist us all the way through, and I was just imagining what it was. Where a few weeks earlier they would have been strangers, but forced by the despicable act of war, they fought as friends, mates, carrying each other through the jungles. I mean, we walked the easier walk. I don't know. We'd already laid out the track, but they were carrying each other, carrying the wounded, walking through. So that paved the way for the democracies we have in our part of the world.
Prime Minister, you're paying respect to the past, but there's strong symbolism about the present and the desire not for war not to visit this region again and for there to be peace. That's the symbolism of you two gentlemen walking together today?
Correct, and in our own small way, we are passing through the journey of time. As democracies, there's a sunset in my own career, there's a sunset in his own career. I wish you long in politics, but in any case, what we're doing today symbolizes that we can't take the present for granted. We too must plant our own memories, the memories of democracy, respecting each other, caring for each other, carrying each other, working for each other and walking side by side. I think that was what symbolized in this ANZAC. Whoever Australia Prime Minister and PNG Prime Minister on the line can beat our records. Maybe do the entire 6 days or 7 days of walk, but we've done 2 days of walking. That's good enough for us. He's a very busy man, Prime Minister of the 13th biggest economy, so I know he can walk up. The way I saw him walk today, he had the spirit and he had the stamina to walk at his own pace. But we got to do our honors tomorrow morning, and he's got to go off running his country. I got to go off also running my country.
Prime Minister Albanese, can you explain the emotion of coming here? The end of this trek after 2 days. Talk to us about your feelings as you arrived here.
Well, it's very humbling to have walked for the past days in the footsteps of giants. Giants who defended what was then one nation of Australia and the territory of Papua. And now what we have done over the past couple of days is get just a small insight of the courage and resilience that our soldiers and the Papuan soldiers and the people who provided them assistance, the local citizens, did. It is quite extraordinary, the achievement that they did to defend this nation and to defend Australia. It's a reminder of the decision of John Curtin to bring Australian troops back to our own region to defend our own land. That was a tough decision, but it was the right decision at that time, and it secured our future. But what the walk has also been about is us walking side by side, showing that we walk together today and into the future as well. We cooperate and have a great relationship as individual leaders, but our nations have a great relationship as well, and that was forged here on the battlefields during World War II.
Do you think the next trip will be snorkeling and relaxing at a reef, maybe?
Well,
he goes to work tomorrow. There's no rest for him. I go off to work tomorrow. I'm hosting a church dignitary, and I'm flying off on Friday to another work up in Hagen. So there's no rest for us. Sometimes people take politicians for granted. We don't rest like most rest. There's no snorkeling for us, correct?
Indeed.
There's
correct.
no snorkeling for us. But can I ask Governor Juffa?
Please, yeah.
We are guests in your tribal territory and precincts. We come and go, but you live with the scars and legacies, the people here. You say one or two words. You walk with us every step of the way. You welcome us at Kokoda, and here we are. Very strong man, in fact.
Well, thank you, Prime Minister, and welcome to our province. Welcome to Isurava, Prime Minister Albanese. The Northern Province has obviously a deep connection with, with Australia because of our shared wartime heritage, and we are honoured to join our Prime Minister and welcome you into our province. We believe that this walk would give you an insight into the challenges that our people face, the difficulties that they face in terms of delivery of goods and services. We are very fortunate. We're part of the government, and we're seeing some substantial development now in the province that we have not seen for some time. And we feel that with this partnership, it is good and positive news indeed for the people of our province. Thank you.
Yeah. Could I just add a big thank you to the Governor and to your people here who provided us with extraordinary assistance. The porters, the people who prepared meals, the people who looked after us, thank you. I will never forget, I've made a very good friend on this trip. Bella, who looked after me for the last couple of days. I certainly couldn't have done it without his assistance, and I'm sure the Australian delegation couldn't have done it without the assistance and support of the local community. So thank you.